we will start with the first photo that we choose, and let me find it because I lost it. It's right here. Is this one?
So this one is like it's a mix of different techniques I used in the past. So I shot the image on Sony on digital with a vintage Canon FD lens.
Okay.
Then in Photoshop, I used a technique I created to make the look of the wet plate collodion technique.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it recreates the look of wet plate collodion, and then I printed the image on transparent film, and then I used it to in a negative form, and then I used it to to expose cyanotype, and then I put some red pigment on it just because it was looking cool.
Yeah.
And so so you have vintage lens on digital with Photoshop used with cyanotype and mixed with real paper and shot again with a camera to put it on Instagram.
That's the way.
So
That's the way.
that's a whole life in that picture. How did you print the cyanotape? Did you use red wine, or how did you make it black,
Uh,
or
to
coffee?
tint, no, I
Yeah, to
think
tint.
it was just a mix of the red pigment and the blue of the cyanotype.
Oh,
It
okay,
gave
okay.
this darker color. But I tried with tinting with tea or wine or vinegar,
Yeah,
and it works. But I don't. I prefer the blue version, the original cyanotype.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. It
and
has
and
something special. That
yeah,
that
it's a
that
beautiful
that
portrait
kind of
actually.
blue.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful portrait actually. It looks amazing. It looks like from the last century, but it's all the
Yeah, it really had the look of
yeah
of a wet plate
yeah
photography.
Yeah, I experimented a lot with recreating the weight plate effect. And once I posted, I think this photo, I posted it on a wet plate collodion photographer group on Facebook without saying it was digital. And they were all like, "Oh, it's beautiful. What kind of chemicals did you use?"
You're
And
mean. You're
and you're
mean, man.
and you're laughing behind your computer
yeah,
like
so I said nothing. And
So you
but
you
yeah,
should you should have that Photoshop action like all compiled and sell that action.
yeah, but I already sell some actions and filters and a lot on my
Mhm.
channel, but some of them I want to keep them for me
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah,
I
yeah.
worked
Of
so
course.
much on the effect, and this effect I don't use it so much. I should do more portraits like that.
It
Fantastic.
really looks like a wet
Hmm.
plate. Yeah,
Yeah,
really.
it looks amazing actually. And this is the next one. It is the famous one, the cat. So and you have it right there because I saw you look up there, right?
Yeah, no, so the cat is like so I found a box in my family old house of my family, and I found a kind of time capsule inside, and inside the time capsule there was like two glass plates negatives, and I could have just scanned them and turn and change them in Photoshop, and that's all. But
Hmm.
I was starting to experiment with cyanotype, and I was thinking maybe at that time when the glass plates were shot, maybe people were using cyanotype to reveal the photo, to develop the photo. So I was more I wanted to recreate the same process and to create something that the final image will look like what the people saw at that time. And so I experimented a lot, and finally I got one good exposure of the cat, and after that I did a second video showing how I take the original negative and restore it and then colorize it using AI and Photoshop and different research, and to really try to bring back the cat to life.
Yeah, and I love it because it's I don't know. It's for me. It's like magic. It's bringing that photo that is that old to the new for a YouTube video for instead. So it's crazy. It's a good work and it's perfect and it's beautiful and the cat is beautiful also.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
photographer, I don't know who shot the photo, but the photographer was pretty good because
Yeah,
it's a nice framing, nice pose of the cat, nice, everything is pretty professional in the photo. So I think it was maybe not the little girl who shot the cat, but maybe his father or his
Yeah.
brother or sister, or older sister. But but I guess they gave to the little girl the negatives to keep a memory. But maybe it was a really talented little girl who shot shot the photo.
yeah. The cat and the
Yeah.
girl will be really happy right now.
Yeah, this project is great. I mean, every picture, I think it is a window through time, but colorizing this, trying to get the colors from the original scene, it is like making that window of time going further, because this picture was never saw in color. I mean, the one who took the picture saw the scene in color, but it was recorded, it was captured in a surface with it is black and white, or grayscale, and giving color to that moment with artificial intelligence and research and everything. I think it is a great project.
Yeah, no, it was really fun to do, and I'm trying to do another one where I found another glass plate, not from the same
Mm.
box, but
Okay,
from someone else. And I'm trying to, upgrade the technique and maybe add some cool effects from neural networks to colorize, but maybe even animate the image and create some cool new ways to tell the story of the plate.
Sounds
perfect.
great. Sounds great. We will wait for that video.
Yeah, actually, yeah. And Matthew, this is the last photo. Is maybe one of the most popular photo that you did because of the Dixa video. So what can you tell us about it?
Well, it was my first use of the Edixa, so I just got it and I took it with me on a trip, and I was not really looking for any success or really important stuff for this video. I was just hoping it would work, and I didn't really think about the film I would use. I just took the film I had with me, and I had the expired Superia film 1600 film,
Mhm.
and so it was not the right film to take for a sunny for a sunny trip. But in the end, the photos look so much more interesting because of the grain than
Mhm.
if I took like a modern Kodak 200 ISO. It would have looked just like holidays photos, normal photos, and they
Yeah.
would not have that charm. And if you mix that with the Edixa camera, which is already a beautiful object, it really creates a really cool vibe to the video and to the photos.
Yeah,
It is a great one. I mean, I am personally a fan of Fuji products. So Fuji rescuing this scene, even though it was 1600 ISO, it looks great.
yeah, it looks
Yeah,
great.
and
Very
it was
dreamy, very dreamy.
expired for 20 years or something like that. So
What?
yeah.
It's 20 years. Come on.
Mm.
Yeah.
Most of the film I try to use is expired film because I feel like you have something, you have a bonus to shoot if you have some weird colors. But yeah, I feel like the Edixa and the mix with weird films is like a really cool experience. Even if you don't do a YouTube video,
Mhm.
just to practice and to have fun, it's a really cool camera to to create something really great.
Yeah.
I've never used an Edixa. Now I want to use one. Do you have do you have it, David?
Yeah, I have one. Actually, it's
I know
right
it.
here. Yeah, let me take it here. The it's a and I show you this one to you, Matthew. I think the last time is the this one. It's in focus, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I will lend you the camera, Beto, and you will be fascinated with this. It's an
Yeah,
amazing camera.
that'll be great.
It's a beautiful and amazing camera. And of course, it's your fault, Matthew.
I think when I bought my Edixa, there were like maybe 20 euros, and I bought three of them, and no one cared. And now after my video, I
Yeah,
think the
no,
price are more like 200, 300
yeah,
euros.
Oh, come on.
yeah. It's crazy. And you posted on Instagram. You said maybe you can find it the Dixa, but it's not that cheap anymore. And it's true. They are not available right now. They may be one or two posted on eBay, but if you can find one, it's expensive because it's I don't know. It's your fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, guilty as charged.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the problem with speaking about vintage lenses. If I don't speak about them, no one can discover them. And if I speak about them, the price will go up because people want to have it.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's no good solution.
No,
Yeah,
there is
no,
no solution.
I think it is what it is.